past year of 2020 has been tough for many of us. The entire world was dealing with a crisis due to the spread of COVID 19. Fortunately, scientists and medical professionals were able to create a vaccine to help us fight against this deadly virus. Before I get into more detail on why it is important to receive the COVID 19 vaccine, here's a little bit more information on COVID itself. COVID 19 is a disease caused by a virus called SARS-CoV 2. The virus is passed on through respiratory droplets. Respiratory droplets are tiny droplets that come from your nose and mouth when you sneeze, cough, breathe, speak, or even sing. COVID 19 affects different people in different ways. Some people may not experience any symptoms even when they are exposed to the virus and may not even know they have the virus itself. The virus can still be passed on to others even if you aren't showing any symptoms. Most people infected with COVID 19 will experience mild to moderate respiratory illnesses and recover without requiring special treatment. So, now that you understand a little bit more about COVID, let's get into more detail about why COVID 19 is a problem. COVID 19 is an issue because older people and those with underlying medical problems such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, and cancer are more likely to develop serious illnesses, which could lead to death. As the virus began to spread worldwide, many people were dying and hospitalized with severe symptoms due to the virus. This surge led to overcrowded hospitals, shortages of supplies and hospital beds, and overworked hospital workers. Also, the pandemic caused a heavy toll on many of our mental health. Levels of anxiety and depression have increased significantly. This has been driven both by the pandemic itself, deaths caused by the virus, strict public health measures, and by the economic crisis it has triggered. Obviously, COVID has affected us in many ways, and in order for us to protect ourselves from the virus, it's important to understand how to prevent it. It is important to wear a mask, stay at least 6 feet away from others, avoid crowds in poorly ventilated spaces, have proper hand hygiene, which is to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, use hand sanitizer that is at least 60% alcohol. Avoid contact with others who are sick or have COVID-like symptoms, cover your cough and sneeze, clean surfaces and frequently touch objects daily. Stay at home or quarantine if you have symptoms or have tested positive for COVID 19. And of course, it is important to get vaccinated. COVID 19 vaccines work to help our bodies develop immunity to the virus. This means that if you are exposed to the virus, your body will be ready to respond to it and will be less likely to get seriously ill. All COVID 19 vaccines currently available in the U.S. have been shown to be safe and effective at preventing COVID 19. The goal for the COVID vaccine is to reach herd immunity. Herd immunity is reached when a large portion of a population has become immune to the disease, which reduces the spread from person to person. Herd immunity can be acquired in two ways, which is natural/community immunity or by vaccination. It is estimated that at least 80 to 90% of the population or community is needed to either acquire natural immunity or vaccination in order for herd immunity to be obtained. It is important that we become vaccinated because it is the best defense we have against infectious diseases. It activates our immune system without making us very sick. And although no vaccine exactly is 100% safe or effective for everyone because each person's body reacts differently to vaccines, the benefits far outweigh the risk. There are other vaccines that also protect us against many diseases that used to be prevalent in the United States, which are polio, tetanus, influenza, rubella, measles, and mumps. While these diseases still exist, they are no longer a threat they once were due to vaccines. The vaccines have helped immunize the majority of people. In the U.S., we are given the option to be vaccinated with 3 different types of vaccines, which is Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. Although many people have different opinions whether to get the vaccine or not, I myself believe science is real. It is important for us to take the steps in fighting the virus and returning to normal lifestyle without any anxiety or worry. Thank you.